I'm gonna, I guess, teach you how to quote mine Ethereum, and I'm gonna talk about the RTX 3080. And again, like, listen, I'm no crypto expert. I don't have any Bitcoin. I'm not involved in the crypto scene. Comment said I'd be interested basically to see how your new computer does mining it, and I figured I'd learn it just out of interest, and I could give you some facts and figures. Because I'm like streaming on my graphics card, recording and doing some other stuff, it's currently mining at 72 megahash a second. It was basically doing like 85 to 95, and at one point it peaked at 102 off a single card. I guess your numbers are going to vary, but I would say 85 to 95 is going to be a figure that you can expect. I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm not a crypto person. If you're into that and you know if that's good or bad, you can maybe let me know. I don't know. How I actually set it up was quite simple. I'm using a program called NiceHash. Here's what I did. I went to NiceHash, right? And I went to the website like this. I went to the NiceHash website and I made an account. And when I made an account, it gave me a wallet address. Like, keep that safe. That's your wallet address. I signed in, password and all of that stuff, and it gave me a wallet. Then I went to NiceHash download miner, and I downloaded the GitHub, and the GitHub is here, and I downloaded this zip package. Okay, so I downloaded the zip package. If your antivirus spots that it's a virus, it's just one of those things. People that know about computers know it's not a virus. Just download it. You might get an action that pops up here. If you get an action during any point of the NiceHash install / setup, you can click the action. You can go to the specific action and you can go down and you can click allow. You can see here, this was one, this was a coin miner, this was a plugin I was updating, this was a Phoenix miner. So these are what these are. Sometimes you might get a pop-up, don't fret about it. That's okay. Once I downloaded this zip file, I downloaded it and it was here. I extracted it using 7-zip, and these are the files I got. I ran the NiceHash miner as the administrator, and I followed the setup process. I put my wallet ID thing in it, logged in, and it popped up. And I'm logged in on the website as well. So this program pops up, right? And you're like, okay, what's going on? The first thing I did was I clicked the cog tool. I'll move it over here so you can see. I clicked the cog tool and I set it on the general tab. I set my worker name, which is like what your quote rig is called. I just called it NVIDIA 1. I set the electricity cost and I set the server location. Obviously you can choose like if you're in a different country, a different place. On advanced, you can set this to run on startup and auto mine, and you can also set it to auto mine when your computer's idle if you want that. The settings I turned on were run script when CUDA GPU is lost and NVIDIA P0 state. Those are things I enabled. I'm not going to pretend to know the ins and outs of all of this. I'm not an expert, but from reading and doing my own little bit of research, these are fine to turn on, and apparently they're beneficial, so I turned them on. And then what you can do is you can benchmark your system and figure out effectively what you're going to be doing. So in the benchmarks thing here, you might have to update some. So when you update some, they might get updates, obviously. It's going to benchmark each one and figure out what is the best thing to mine in terms of, I guess, profitability. Now, if you're an expert, you can probably select a better one than I'm running right now. I don't know. I just ran them and then I'm letting it doing its thing automatically. That's what I'm doing. So I ran the benchmarks. Once they're finished benchmarking, this box in the top left pops up and that's it mining. What it does effectively is it begins mining like this, and then it sends it what you've downloaded is the NiceHash miner. You're mining away, and it sends it to your wallet. That's basically what it does. So when you're signed into your NiceHash wallet, it basically says, oh, this is how much you've mined. Now it's saying the profitability is like £4. When it was all fully set up correctly, I was getting about £5 a day. So in about 130 days, the GPU would have paid for itself. And again, obviously, then if your Bitcoin goes up in price, you'd probably make a little bit more. What this is doing is you're mining Ethereum and you're getting sort of a reward back in Bitcoin. I believe that's how it works. So you would just click this mining tab, and you can see that when it's mining here, you can see that NVIDIA 1, which is the rig I've created, is currently mining. You can see it here. It's currently mining away, and it's sending some unpaid balance to a wallet, which you can then go to your wallet, and then you can send it to like an exchange or cold storage. You might have to do some ID if you're wanting to like send it, I believe, to like say Coinbase. That's the popular one. And if you do want to send it to a Euro wallet, you need to set up some ID, but you don't need any ID to start mining and actually earning Bitcoin. There's nothing, there's no like driver's ID or anything like that you need. You can do it without ID. So that's kind of how it is. It pops up, you put your address in, you do the benchmarks, you do the plugin updates, you run the benchmark, and then you just let it do its thing, and it's going to automatically start mining. Again, £5 a day is nothing mental, is it? You're not making millions of dollars doing this with one graphics card. But if you've got cheap electricity, you have an RTX 3080, you might be able to make $10 a day. And then also as well, like if Bitcoin goes up a lot, I imagine then because you have a set amount of Bitcoin that goes up in value, because you don't have $10, you have $10 worth of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin goes up, you would have like $20 worth of Bitcoin. So I guess that's like the exciting thing for people. So this is kind of like how you would mine on a home PC type of deal. I use this for like streaming, video editing, like work stuff. So I have a 5950X and a RTX 3080. I managed to purchase it. I've actually got a whole build log on YouTube if you're interested in how I built it and stuff. I basically got the card through a Discord, pinged me, that nothing really was happening. Then I checked a Twitter hashtag and one was available and I purchased it. So this is the Zotac RTX 3080 Trinity. The actual, to make it run quote faster, mine better, you can download MSI Afterburner and you can make multiple profiles. So profile 1 here, you just basically make a profile, press the save button and click which number profile you want. So number 1 is default play general settings. Number 2 is the NiceHash settings I've got. So on this card, I recommend like a 70 power limit. I've been told that you can turn down your core clock and up the memory as much as you can, and that's best. This is all I've done. I've turned it to -200 core clock and +100 on the memory clock, and it's not crashed, and I haven't tweaked it any further. So you could probably get much better rates if you do some tweaking. You should be looking at 85, 90 to 100 if you can get it fully going. But that's kind of the setup, that's the basic gist of it. I've never done a crypto video. I'm not involved in it in any way. I don't have like large amounts of Bitcoins or anything like that. This was just a personal thing, just to see how it works. And this is how it works. There's probably other mining software out there, other mining addresses. I imagine then you would link multiple graphics cards together. And that's how you get going. But yeah, this is how you would mine Ethereum, turn it into Bitcoin, have some fun with it. I thought it might be a bit of a different video. So if this helps you, leave a like, leave a comment. Feel free to give me any tips of like what I'm doing wrong, because I'm not an expert in this. This isn't some expert guide. This is just like a quick little guide to see how you get going. And then as you get more into it, I imagine you can like min-max it, and that's how people set up multiple graphics card, multiple rigs. But yeah, if you want to make like 4, 5, 6 quid a day and you want to mine away with an RTX 3080, but just as a personal little adventure, I figured I'd learn how to do it. And it seems, yeah, this is how you do it. So there we go. It's around 4 to 5 quid. Whilst, you know, I'm playing on OBS here, I've got a game on my other screen, I've got Spotify, I've got NVIDIA Broadcast running, I've got Epic Games Studio downloading. So it's by no means like the perfect mining system. Obviously, you can get more juice out of this, 85, 90 plus, but there we go. That is apparently how you use NiceHash to download, to mine the Ethereum and turn it into a little bit of Bitcoin.